What is going on, everyone? It's just Eden here. I want to actually walk you guys through a process on how you can actually set up what is known as a hand raiser, or basically, it just is a way for you to replace automated messenger platforms such as Manychat. The more softwares, the more tools you add to your business, the more cost you're adding to your business. So that's another reason why I love using Wealthery Connect, because everything that I need to do for an affiliate business, landing pages, funnels, email marketing, broadcast, SMS, hosting, affiliate platform management, so much more can all be done inside of Wealthery Connect. And typically, I think the number is like 35 or 40 different softwares you need in total to actually replace everything that Wealthery Connect does. So today, I'm actually going to show you how you can build this hand raiser and replace Manychat if you're already using it. And if you're not using it, this is something really good for your business because it'll allow somebody to say you want to give away a freebie or you're promoting a affiliate offer, and you want people to comment on your Facebook post with a certain keyword or phrase. You have to do something special. So instead of just having them comment the phrase, all right, what you can do is I have this hand raiser set up. So, I make a post to say, who wants my, free ebook? Comment down below. I don't say anything. I don't tell them the keyword right now. So what I do is everybody who comments, I post it and then they start commenting. And then I use a program called Wealthery Reach that actually automatically replies to all the comments automatically. But don't worry, you don't need it. It's just an additional level of automation. But what this is going to do is, so once I send, so in the comment that I reply to them after they, comment on my initial post, I say, hey, send me a message here with this phrase. And where I tell them to send a message to is my Facebook mobile link or my m.me link. And that's why I was telling you, you need to have a Facebook page. So inside Wealthery Connect, I actually have connected my business or my Facebook business page in there. So all the messages that are being sent and communicating with people automatically are coming from my Facebook page, not from my personal profile. Business page is something different. All right. So let me actually let me share my screen for you. And then here we go. All right, perfect. So you guys can see this. All righty. So inside marketing. So if you see in here, all right, so I have my Eden earnings page. And all you need to do if you're using Wealthery Connect and you want to do this and you don't have your business page connected, I just named it Eden Earnings. I would even recommend just making a business page and calling it your name, or even your brand. But since I'm an affiliate marketer, I am the brand. And Eden Earnings is the website. I went with Eden Earnings. So I attached my Facebook page, and all you have to do if you're inside Wealthery Connect is you click marketing on the left-hand side, then you click this social planner, and then the top right, or you can actually hit settings on the top right. So you click this little settings icon right here, or you can also click this little drop down. I'm not sure if that'll be there for you if you haven't added one yet. So we'll click the gear icon, and all you do is you simply just connect a new Facebook page, and then what it'll do is it'll pull your Facebook account up. And then, as long as you're an admin on that Facebook page, it'll give you a drop down or give you a list that you can select like a checkbox. And then you just select that one, and then you are good to go. And then it'll just be in here like that. All right. So let's now start building the automation or the hand raiser automation. So this can work with Instagram as well as Facebook messages. So something to keep in mind. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to hit automation on the left-hand side, and then it's going to take you to your email workflows. This is where you'd also do your email workflow. So don't get confused. Don't worry. So you'll click create workflow. We'll start from scratch. Just follow me. All right. New hand raiser automation. All right. So this looks familiar if you guys have built email marketing campaigns, or if you watched my previous video where I showed you how to, build the welcome campaign. So what you're going to have to do is the trigger. What is actually going to initiate this hand raiser automation to start? All right. So typically, like with an email, if this is an email flow, you would put a form here. But since this is a Handraiser and you want people to get automated messages on Facebook and Instagram, it's going to be different. So click add trigger. All right. And then what you're going to do is trigger. Hold on. Let me see. Oops. All right. So customer. So you're going to type customer replied. There we go. So you can just search. You can search through here, but guys, use this search feature. Customer replied. All right. Customer replied. All right. So you can name this. So you could say, like, if you want to just so you can say organized Facebook reply. So you click add filters, you click this drop down. All right. And then exact match phrase. All right. And then this is where, oops, sorry. Nope. Exact. Let me see. Exact match. No. Exact match phrase. There we go. Exact match phrase. All right. Click the wrong one. So the exact match phrase, this will be whatever your phrase you want them to, comment. Like when you reply to their comments, if you say, when you make your post, you say, who wants my free ebook? And, Eden comments and he says, I do. Then you reply to that comment. You say, hey, Eden, to get your free ebook, just send me a message here and you provide your m.me link. All right. And then you say with this phrase, whatever phrase you tell them to message you, that's the phrase you put in here. All right. So we'll just put phrase. Okay. So exact match. All right. And then since this is going to be Facebook, hit add filters again. And then what we're going to do is do reply channel and then Facebook Messenger. All right. Look at this. All right. So then make sure you hit that save trigger. Perfect. Now you look at this trigger. This is a Facebook reply. All right. Boom. You could even put, if you wanted to, just so you know the phrase that you're using, you can put it like that. So that way you look at this automation. Oh, okay. I know this automation. If somebody sends me the message, phrase to my business profile, it'll start this automation. All right. Okay. So now we're going to set this up for Instagram. Instagram replied phrase. Oops. Phrase. Okay. So it's going to be the exact same setup. So exact match phrase. All right. And then reply channel. Select, and then you're going to find Instagram and DM. So as you can see, you can do Google My Business listing. You can even do email, and then Wealthery Connect does have a built-in chat widget as well. But you can even trigger this off of calls. So there's so much you can do, guys. But don't get overwhelmed. Just focus on what we're doing right now. You can always play with all this later. I mean, a lot of these features I don't even implement. You can always add the bells and whistles later. Just focus on the bare bones necessities right now. All right, Instagram DM, save trigger, boom. All right, so now somebody replies to phrase on Facebook or Instagram, it will start this Handraiser automation. All right, everyone, perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click this little plus button, all right? And then we're gonna type messenger, since that's what we want, okay? So you can make a template, so look, all right. Okay, and then you can add their name. So contact, first name. So it'll say, hey, and then whatever their name is on Facebook, it'll put that first name in there automatically. Pretty freaking cool, huh? All right, thanks for reaching out. So to secure your free ebook, I need you to, let me see. So this is going to build your email list, guys. All right. So this is why you want them to message you, to claim the downloadable offer that you're giving them. All right. So this is another way, especially if you're building a Facebook group. This is how you can start getting, emails out of people that, maybe they haven't opted into your list. So it's a good way to, generate free leads for your business, which is never a bad thing. I need you to reply with your email address and I will send it right over. And then, you put smiley face in there if you want, or whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. All right. So we'll do smiley face. Okay. Smiley face. Boom. Save action. Okay. Boom. Now what we'll do is we're going to add a wait trigger. All right. So this is going to actually wait for them. All right, reply, and then we'll type, so you click time delay. Here, I'll exit out. So you click the plus, type wait, click wait, and this drop down where it says wait for, type reply, contact reply, and then reply to step messenger, and that's referencing the step above. All right. Boom. So now it's just going, it's not going to send anything. It's going to wait for them to reply. Okay. Now, this is where people get a little confused, but I'm going to simplify it for you. All right. You need to do an if then branch. All right. Or if else branch. So if this happens, do this, else do this. Does that make sense? Kind of like and or variables. All right. Don't get too confused with any of this, guys. So don't worry. So what I'll do is, so condition. All right. So branch. So you could do true. So this is if they do what you want. So if they reply with your email address, they would fall into the true. So if they reply to that first email address with their email, they'll fall under this true because that's what you want them to do. All right, but we're setting that up. So email. Oops. Let me see. Oops. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, contact details. Email. All right. Is not empty. So this is if somebody replies and they're already in your, your Wealthery Connect platform. It'll see like, okay, we already have their email address. So we're going to go ahead and send them over, this email, because we'll add an email in there. Don't worry, we'll get there. But this is just to make sure, if you already have somebody's email, they don't need to type it again. And then, okay, replied, contact reply. So replied message contains, and then we'll put the @ symbol. So if they're not in your email, if they're not already inside your Wealthery Connect database, your CRM, and they reply to this message, because all email addresses have an @ symbol, that's a common variable, then it's going to know, okay, this person falls under the true variable. So let them continue. All right. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. Now what we're going to do is, all right, now we're going to add the false. Oops, let me see. So now we're going to add the false branch. Add branch, false. Oops, not falso, false. And then contact reply, replied message does not contain at. All right. So then if they reply to a message, they say, that's great, thank you. After you sent them a message saying, I need you to send me your email address for me to send this over. And they just say, okay, thank you. It'll fall under the false side. So we'll set up an additional message in case that instant happens. Okay. Perfect. All right. So then we'll hit save. You don't really worry about this none branch. All right. Because they're either going to, reply with their email, or they're going to reply with not their email. And, the message is going to say, hey, I need you to reply to this email. So, so just worry about the true and false. All right. Good. Save action. Always make sure you save your action. I can't tell you how many times I've clicked out of that and not saved the action. And then, all right. So now we're going to work on the true variables, or the true message. So after somebody replies to your first message asking for their email address, I say you're messaging Eden, and Eden replies, okay, my email is eden@edenearnings.com. Now this automation is going to put them into this true bucket. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to send another message. All right. And then what's cool is, okay, perfect. So, okay, great. At this very moment, my little tech wizards are working on the back end to send you an email with the information with the free ebook you claimed. All right. Please take the time to through all of this and let me know Do you have any questions? And you can put a smiley face there if you want. Something like that, all right? So you could even put, okay, great, and then put their name. Don't do user. If you do user, that's you. All right, so contact, first name. Okay, great, Eden. At this very moment, my little tech wizards are working on the back end to send you an email with the free ebook you claim. Please take the time to read through all of this and let me know if you have any questions. This is going to be automatically sent to them on Facebook Messenger or Instagram message, depending on where they're, engaging with you at. Isn't that pretty freaking incredible? Boom, save action. Look, now by doing this, you can make a post for the day. You can leave your house and then you can come back and people can be responding to your comments, even say you make a post, all right, and then you got to leave in like an hour. You make a post and you get one person to comment. This happens to me all the time. I make a post, I make a Handraiser post like this, and I say, who wants the free ebook or who wants this? And then I say, if you want it, drop a comment below. At least one person will comment pretty quickly. Someone comments and I say, okay, here, if you want this, message me at m.me/Eden earnings. And that's just your Facebook mobile, your m.me link, your messenger link. And that's associated to your Facebook business page. So if you have a Facebook business page, guys, all as it is, the URL is always going to be m.me/ like my page is Eden earnings. So the URL is, I'll actually show you here. Let me just show you on here. So m.me/ Eden earnings. And that's it. That's the link. All right. So I say, so you paste that link. So I'll say something like this. Hey, if you want the ebook, message me here. So m.me/ Eden earnings. Okay. So if they click that link on Facebook, it'll automatically open Facebook Messenger and it'll start a conversation with my page. Pretty freaking cool, huh? And you can do it too. It's always m.me/ and then your page name. If you have any confusion about that or need help setting that up, like actually you don't even have to set it up. Like once you set up a Facebook business page, this link becomes active. So if you're confused about that, please drop a comment below or shoot me a DM. I'm always happy to help you. And then so, hey, if you want the free ebook, message me here, m.me/ Eden earnings with the phrase, this will look confusing because we use phrase, but with the phrase. All right. So that's all they have to do. This is all. So I make the post. Somebody comments, yes, I want it. I reply to their comment with this. So back to what I was saying, you can make that post, one person replies, and then you leave. You made that initial response, you reply here, somebody does it. This happens to me all the time. I reply to that one person, I leave, go do things, and then while I'm out and about away from my computer, I start getting messenger conversations on my phone with my Facebook page because people are engaging with my post. They're seeing that initial link to that first comment, and then they're engaging and they're following through. So I'm building my email list, and I'm also, promoting my affiliate offers or freebies, because once they come in through this, they get put into my email automation workflows, and then they start getting sent, educational information, and then also some information around affiliate offers that I am currently promoting. So you see how this stuff can really be used to automate your business. So you don't always have to be sitting in front of your computer. Like, guys, it's so tedious having to sit there and manually message people, especially like something repetitive as this. Like, you have to automate it. And like, if you have Wealthery Connect, you don't have to buy any additional tools. Like, this can be built right in. Like, bye-bye Manychat. We don't need you anymore. All right. Boom. That's it. Okay. Let me get some water. Sorry, guys. Getting a little thirsty. All right. And then if you wanted to, because like you can set up an email that will so I have this. So after somebody fills this out, I put them inside of a specific workflow, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'll show you briefly how to do that. So after they opt in here, I say my little tech minions are sending it over to you. Well, how are you going to send it over? You can do it one of two ways. You can either send an email through here, all right, since you already have their email address, and then you can send them an email. And you can say, here's your free ebook, all right? Or what you can do, this is often what I do, but if especially if you don't have any like I mean, you should have automation set up. If you're doing this, like email automations, you should have those set up. But let's just say you didn't, and you just wanted to do this Handraiser post, and you're like, Eden, I want to get started. Okay, then Messenger, and then you just hit send email. All right, and then you say, hey, look, click this. It's just like when you were doing the Messenger. Hey, first name, as requested. Here is your free ebook. Claim it here. And then you add, and then you make this a hyperlink. All right. And then you just make it www.google.com, whatever the URL is, you paste it right there. Self, boom, boom, hyperlink. And then, you know, typically, I'll say, you know, I really appreciate you taking the time to read this vital information about X, Y, Z, you know, whatever the ebook or freebie or offer that you're promoting and giving to them. All right. And then, you know, typically, especially like this, they're like first time, you know, then I'll start going in and introducing myself, you know, indoctrinating them, you know, giving them a little bit of a story, like so that they can begin to know, like, and trust me, you know, tell them about yourself, be a little vulnerable. How did you get here? What was your life before? What led you to starting affiliate or digital marketing? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you just working a 9-to-5 career like the rest of, you know, the world? Why? Tell them why they should listen to you. Be vulnerable. The more vulnerable you are, the easier it is for people to know, like, and trust you. I promise you, there's so much BS out on the internet. Like, people are craving like truth. So be honest, as you can be, you know, as vulnerable as you can be. Just be yourself, guys. Everyone else is taken. Just be yourself. Okay. So just do a little bit of indoctrination, and then here's some info about me, and then you just enter it, and then cheers to your success, or whatever your sign off is, and then Eden Coleman. Okay. Or however you want to do it, just like that. Okay. And then, so this one would be from name. So who will it come from in the inbox? It'll come from me. The from email will just be your email. And then especially like on the first email, it's just like, you know, and that when they opt into your email list, just through a funnel, like say you weren't doing this, they're opting into your funnel and you send them an email. You always want the subject line to be something like this, like, here's your free ebook you wanted. Just so they see that and they're like, oh yeah, I did claim that ebook, because this email is like one of the most highest open emails because it's providing value. They're getting what they wanted. All right. So you can send the email this way. Okay. I don't really do it this way, honestly, because I already have email workflow set up. So if you have an email workflow set up, automate, let me see. Where is it? Sorry. Add tag, work. Where is it? Automation. Let me see. Oh, I think it's add to. Oh yeah, add to workflow. All right. So if you have a workflow, an email automation, workflow, automation, they're used interchangeably. Don't get confused by those two things. So add to workflow. Add to workflow. So say this person, so say this one, like I was promoting my my Amazon you know, influencer training. So what I can do is I can find let me see here. So right here, passive profits system. All right. So then, all right. So yours would actually, it wouldn't look like this. If you just did it the strategy that I do, this email portion right here wouldn't be here. This is only if you don't have workflows and you just want to get this started immediately. All right. Now, of course, you could always send an email and then add them to the workflow. Totally up to you. I do always, before, you know, I will add a tag just so I know, you know, where this person came from. This just adds it to their contact record inside Wealthery Connect. So, you know, I can make lists. I can send emails based off tags. So it's a good way to kind of segment your list. So, oops, add tag, add contact tag. All right. So this can be anything. So something that would, like a keyword or something that will trigger it when you see it, like, oh, that's what I was promoting, you know, like, so for this, passive. So like I already have a tag, passive profit system opt-in. So I could have something like that. Or you could have something like passive profit, like offer name Handraiser. So then people came in through a Handraiser. Totally up to you. You don't even have to do that. This is just for my internal organization. And like I said, it does allow me to do some segmentation later on. But if it's over your head right now, like you don't need to do it. But I will say like later on down the road, especially if you're taking this seriously, using these tags will be helpful, especially when you have a list of 10,000 people. It'll kind of help you so you don't have to blast. You don't have to spray and pray your emails to everybody. You can send specific offers to specific tags based off what offer you're promoting. All right. So then you'll just hit save. So as this is right now, somebody replies on Facebook or Instagram with the word phrase. This message comes in and says, hey, I need you to reply with your email address. It waits for them to reply. If they reply with their email, it has the @ symbol. If their reply message has the @ symbol, or their email is already inside Wealthery Connect, then what it'll do is it'll put them in this little true bucket, and then it'll start sending them this. All right, this next message. Okay, great. My little tech wizards are sending you something. And then you can do one or the other. You can send them an email. Or actually, you could do both if you really wanted to. But if you have an automation, just put them in the automation. So if you don't have automations built, send them an email. And then this email says, here's your free ebook. Introduce yourself. So they begin to know, like, and trust you. All right. That's what you need to do in this first email. It would be the same thing. The first email would be the same thing if I had a workflow. Like the first email in this workflow that they'd be added to, it says, hey, here's your free ebook. Okay, and goes in and explains a little bit about myself, why they should listen to me, why I'm here, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then this will add the tag passive profit system opt-in, or whatever tag you want. All right, so now let's add the false option right here. All right, sorry guys, I just had a notification. All right, so false. This is if they, if it sends it, hey Eden, I need you to reply with your email address for me to send this over, whatever. And then I just say, okay, great. Well, I didn't reply. My reply message didn't have the @ symbol, so they didn't get my email address. So you want Facebook. Here, let me. Oh, sorry, I keep getting these notifications. All right, trying to turn. Hopefully, you guys don't see those. So Messenger. So we'll click Messenger, and then I'll do something like, hey. Oops. Make sure you type correctly. Hey, first name. If you don't reply with your email, I cannot send you your free ebook that you said you wanted, or something along those lines. And then if you'd like to try again, just type phrase or whatever keyword you're using to trigger this again. Just type phrase again. So then what this will do is, say they're like, oh goodness, they see that message, they're like, oh yeah, I didn't read that right. People, I get messages like this and I half read it. People are busy, they see a message come in, they half read it, and they just say, okay, great, thanks. Well, you say, okay, great, thanks. This shoots back inside Messenger or inside Instagram messages and says, if you don't, hey Eden, if you don't reply, if you don't reply with your email, I cannot send the ebook that you claim. To restart, type covert. So then what they'll do is they'll type covert, and then it'll send them this initial message again. It'll basically restart the process for them, and then they can type in their email address again. All right. Okay. So, oops, Messenger phrase again. Boom. All right. And for you guys to be able to do that, for them to like basically re-enroll, something you do want to do is click settings up here and then click and then do allow re-entry. That just will allow them to like restart. So if they've completed, one of these, if they've like completed all this and they get down to the false and then they type covert again, it's basically allowing them to re-enroll and restart the process. If you don't have that, it won't do anything. All right. So make sure if you're using this the way that I just showed you and you have this, if you want to start this again, type phrase, make sure you click settings and then do allow re-entry. Okay. Perfect. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that. All right, so look at all this. Now you have a Handraiser automation that people can reply. You can make a post. You can tell people to comment. Once they comment, then you reply, because you want them to comment on your post. You don't even want them to say a specific keyword right there, because then that looks a little spammy to Facebook and Instagram. So that's why you want to say just comment. Don't tell them anything. So people comment, and then you reply to their comments and you say, hey, if you want the freebie that I'm offering you up here, if you want whatever I told you up there, send me a message here, provide your m.me link with the phrase, and then whatever phrase you want to use to trigger this hand raiser automation. I mean, there is so much you guys can do. I mean, like, you can update a contact field, you can add a task. Look, you can Slack them, you can call them, you can leave a voicemail. I mean, you can send an internal notification, like you can ping yourself. I mean, like, there's webhooks, there is so much that you guys can do inside of this automation. All right, look, you can even use ChatGPT all right in here. You can book things, and then look, Stripe, you can send a payment, a Stripe one-time charge, you can send an invoice. Like, you can do all of this. Like, look, you can even have these people that are coming in through your hand raiser, you can add them to a Facebook custom audience, even Google AdWords, and then you can use that to remarket to those people with Facebook ads. Like, what this is like bare bones. All right, but I mean, this, when you're just getting started, I mean, I still use a hand raiser automation that's very, very similar to this, you know, when I'm using that strategy. So it does work. It is really effective. I would highly recommend that you pair this hand raiser automation with a workflow. So after they get 1 or 2 messages, then something else that I'll do actually right here, I'll even send them another message right here. And then I'll just type, you know, here's your free ebook, just so that they get it in 2 places. And then, you know, I'll be like, here's your free ebook with the link. And then I'll be like, I've also went ahead and emailed you as well. You can do that, or you can simply just do it like this. Let me see. Or you can just do it like this. You send the message, add the tag, and then you add them to your workflow, because inside that workflow, that first email will be the free ebook. Does that make sense? So you can do it either way, but I would recommend pairing this hand raiser with your automations, because eventually you're going to need to build out automations anyways. So start figuring out, you know, depending on, maybe you just have one offer. Well, then you build an automation, and then you build a hand raiser to go along with that. So that way you can bring some automation into your business. All right. And then, of course, once you guys are all done, make sure you push this to publish and then hit save. All right. And then that's all. I mean, this stuff, I mean, you can come in here, like, if you want, just default, and then like from name, Eden earnings. It's not really as important right here because we're not sending actual emails in here. But like, if you did the strategy, like if you didn't have a workflow and you added the email after one of their messages, then you could add this here. So then, you know, by default, any emails you send from this automation, it'll come from this name, and then it'll come from this email. All right. And then you just hit publish and then save. You guys are good to go. Look, you guys just brought automation into your business. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. If you need me to explain anything further, I am here to help you master this tech and bring some automation and ease into your affiliate marketing business. Hope this is helpful. I appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.